Student, I am Sanjeev sir. I am teaching you chapter number 14. The name of the chapter is equation of a line. And first of all, we discuss something about the equation of a line. So the first point is introduction. You see that any equation of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is called linear equation in two variables. Why it is called linear equation in two variables? Because x and y, there are two variables and both have the degree 1. Both have same degree, that is both have first degree variables. So both variables have first degree, power their degree is 1 over power is 1, x power 1 by power 1. So the degree is 1, therefore this equation represents a straight line. Straight line, whenever you draw the graph of this line, you will get a straight line in the graph. So it is called the linear equation. Linear equation, this is the meaning of a linear equation. Now, how this line can be, you can make clear in your mind what is the meaning of here by employing the points or by considering the straight line. Any point satisfying the equation lies on the line. Any point that satisfies the equation is what? Whatever value of the point is given, and if you have the equation, then you have to put those values in the equation, and it should satisfy, means it should satisfy the equation. Any point through which the line will always satisfy the equation of line. जिस पॉइंट से लाइन पास होगी वो पॉइंट भी उस लाइन को इक्वेशन वो पॉइंट उस इक्वेशन को सेटिस्फाई करेगा, और जो कोई पॉइंट होगा अगर सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है उस किसी इक्वेशन को, तो वो पॉइंट उस लाइन पे लाई करेगा. जैसे कि आप 8th क्लास में 7th क्लास में ग्राफ बनाते थे, ठीक है, और आपको ऐसी इक्वेशन दी जाती थी और आपसे कहा जाता कि इसका ग्राफ बनाइए, तो आप एक प्लॉट करते थे एक टेबल, और आफ्टर दैट यू स्टार्ट ड्राइंग द पॉइंट, यू आर स्टार्ट गेटिंग द पॉइंट्स arbitrarily, assigning the value to x. Automatically you are arbitrarily assigning the value to x, and then you are calculating the value of y. Then you get the set of points x and y, and after that you will be drawing the graph that you could get, that you were getting a straight line graph in earlier classes. So it should be more clear to you. Now I come to the exercise 14a. Question number 1, first part. To check 1 3-point lies on the line x minus 2y plus 5 equal to 0. So how can we show that? How can we check? So what we do? This first number is the value of x, and second number is the value of y. X equal to 1 and y equal to 3. We put in the given equation x equal to 1, y equal to 3, and if these points satisfy the equation, then we can say that the given point lies on the line. So now we see the calculation. 1 minus 6 plus 5 equal to 0, 6 minus 6 equal to 0, 0 equal to 0. This last step shows that the point satisfies the given equation. Because both sides, left hand side, right hand side, both are coming equal, same. So 1 3-point lies on the given line because it satisfies the given equation. So it is clear. In other part also you will do you will be applying the same method, and you can do yourself. If both sides are coming same, left hand side and right hand side are coming same, then you can say, then and only then you can say that the given point satisfies the equation. Otherwise, if both sides are not coming equal, then you can't say that the given point satisfying the given equation. So otherwise, in that case, you will say that the given point does not lie on the line. Now question number 2, you have to do it yourself. Question number 3, given equation is 2x minus y upon 3 equal to 7. Point given k, 6. We have to find the value of k, because this point k, 6 already it is given. It is mentioned in the question that this point satisfies the given equation. So we will put the value of x as k and value of y as 6. So on on putting this value here, then we see that 2k, 2 into k minus 6 upon 3 equal to 7, 2k equal to 7 plus 2, it is equal to 9 upon 2 equal to 4.5. Point, strange in this question you are given the point m comma 2m minus 1. We have to check whether this point lies on the given equation 3x upon 5 minus 2y upon 3 equal to minus 1. So we put the value of x equal to m and y equal to 2m minus 1 in the given equation, and then we solve it by taking LCM like this: 15, 5 3 is 15, 3 3 is 9, 9m minus 10, and 3 5 is 15, 5 3 is 10. So 10 we write here, then in bracket 2m minus 1 it is equal to minus 1. Then next step, 9m minus 20m minus plus 10 into 1 10 equal to minus 15. Then minus 11m equal to minus 15 minus 10. Therefore minus minus get cancelled, m equal to 21 upon 11, it is equal to 203 upon 11. So this is your final answer. In this way you have to complete the solution of this question. Question number 6, you are given 2 points 5 comma minus 2 and minus 1 comma 2, and we are also given an equation in the question, and it is stated in the question that prove that this line passes through the midpoint of the line joining the given 2 points. So we first find the midpoint of the given 2 points. It is the formula for midpoint is x1 plus x2 upon 2, y1 plus y2 upon 2. So we put the values. This is your x1 and x2. 5 minus 1 upon 2, x1 plus x2 upon 2, then y1 plus y2 upon 2. Then we have, on solving we get the value 2 comma 0. And the given equation is 3x minus 5y equal to 6. Putting the values of x and y. Here x equal to 2, y equal to 0, we have to put in the given equation, and then on solving we get 6 equal to 6. So we see that left hand side and right hand side values are same. Therefore you can say that this line bisects the line joining the given 2 points. And here you write your answer as yes. So now same way you will be doing the question number 7, because the same situation is there in the question number 7 8 both. You will be doing yourself. Apply the same logic, same steps. And question number 9, here you are given 2 points and the ratio of that point which is dividing the line joining the given 2 points in the ratio 2:3. So by using the section formula, we can find the coordinate of P. What is the section formula? m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. So I am applying at this formula, and after putting the values, all these values are given. Points are given: x1 y1, x2 y2, 2 1, 3 comma 6, m1 m2 2:3. After putting these values in the formula, then on solving we get 0 comma 3. This is the point which we have to put these values in the given equation. That equation is given x minus 5y plus 15 equal to 0, and we have to check whether this given point satisfies the equation or not. Then we put x equal to 0, y equal to 3, or applying, now putting in the given equation 0 minus 5 into 3 plus 15 equal to 0, it is minus 15 plus 15 equal to 0. So you see that left hand side you get 0, right hand side already it is equal to 0. So both sides are equal. Therefore you can say that P lies on the given line, because because this point satisfying the given equation. Now question number 10, same as question number 9. Question number 11, you see we are given 2 equations, and we have to find first their point of intersection. And you know that point of intersection is the solution of these 2 linear equations. Means we have to find the value of x and y. Those values which satisfy both equations, that is the point. Corresponding to that point, we get the value of x and y. But we have to solve first, as we solve the pair of linear equations. So solving methods as we are showing here. You see that we have to multiply this equation by 3. Then we get here first equation you write as such: Here the second equation 9x minus 3y equal to minus 27. Now you see that on adding plus 3y minus 3y get cancelled. 4x plus 9x 13x minus 27 plus 1 it is equal to minus 26. So we get on solving them we get the value of x equal to minus 2. Now putting this value in any of the equation or putting in equation number 1, then we get the value of y equal to 3. Therefore we get the point minus 2 comma 3. Now we have to check this point whether it satisfies the equation or not. Okay, so this is part of the question number 11 to check minus 2 comma 3 lies on the given line 2k minus 1 in bracket x minus 2y equal to 4. And by putting the value of x and y from here, x equal to minus 2, y equal to 3 in this equation, we can get the value of k as minus 2. And the steps we followed are shown here. And the question number 12, this is the question which 3 lines are given, and we have to prove them that these lines are concurrent lines. So, first we make clear what is the meaning of concurrent lines. Concurrent lines are if 3 lines L1, L2, L3 are passing through the same point, only one point, then 3 lines are called concurrent lines. Concurrent lines, then what we do, we first solve the first and second equation to get the value of x and y. So these are the steps followed. You see that y equal to minus 1 and x equal to 3. So this is the point which lies on these two lines because it is the solution, unique solution. Now, if this point that is 3 comma minus 1 satisfies the third equation, then you can say that the 3 given lines are concurrent lines. Now put this values x equal to 3, y equal to minus 1 in the third equation. X equal to 3, y equal to minus 1. 3 plus 5 into minus 1 plus 2 equal to 0. 3 minus 5 plus 2 equal to 0. 5 minus 5 equal to 0. 0 equal to 0. So you see that the third point, this point satisfies the third equation. So we can say that 3 given lines are concurrent lines. In this way you have to complete the solution.
बोलिए।
One more steps. Sanjay sir, I explain you the next exercise of this chapter number 14, equation of a line. That is in this chapter. This is the second exercise, and the topic is inclination of the line. Inclination means झुकाव. किसी भी लाइन का जो झुकाव होता है, जैसे आप देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे मैंने एक XY सिस्टम बनाया है, कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम बनाया है, और इसके अंदर मैंने एक लाइन को शो किया है, तो वो लाइन x एक्सिस के साथ में थीटा एंगल बना रही है. तो मीन्स दिस थीटा इज नोन एज द इंक्लिनेशन. दिस इज नोन एज द inclination if it is measured in anti-clockwise direction. If you measure this angle in anti-clockwise direction, then it will be positive. Theta will be positive if you measure in anti-clockwise direction, and it will be negative if we measure it in clockwise direction. Like this. अगर हम इसको ऐसे measure करें नीचे की तरफ लाइन की तरफ से ऐसे, तो ये नेगेटिव होगा, और अगर ऊपर की तरफ measure करें तो ये पॉजिटिव होगा. अभी यहाँ पे ज़्यादातर पॉजिटिव और एंटी क्लॉकवाइज मेजरमेंट ही यहाँ पे आपको उस चैप्टर में समझना है. यू हैव टू पे मोर अटेंशन ऑन द एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन मेजरमेंट ऑफ द एंगल. नाउ नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज स्लोप ऑफ ए लाइन. वी हैव टू डिफाइन और वी हैव टू फाइंड द फॉर्मूला फॉर स्लोप ऑफ ए लाइन. यू नो दैट you study the inclined plane physics. So this is the diagram of an inclined plane, and it is making theta with the horizontal distance. So how can we find the slope of this inclined plane? Slope of AC, this is the inclined plane, is equal to perpendicular upon base, AB upon BC, vertical line upon horizontal distance. So it is equal to tan theta. So m equal to tan theta. M is the symbol used for slope. So m equal to tan theta. this is the definition of the slope here in this chapter. So we will define, we will apply, we can apply the same formula, same definition for the different situation of the line. Now this slope, now slope formula clear, m equal to tan theta. Slope of my x-axis is 0. If you want to see, if you want to know the slope of this line, because x-axis itself is a line, so we can find the slope of x-axis. The x-axis is making 0 degree angle with itself, so m equal to tan 0 degree, that is the slope of x-axis is 0. Same way, the y-axis, slope of y-axis, you see that this angle is 90 degree. This angle is how much? It is 90 degree. So the slope of y-axis is 90 degree. So we can find the inclination of 90 degree. Slope of y-axis is tan 90. So it is equal to 1 upon 0 equal to, it is not defined. It is clear to everybody. So this is the formula by which you can find the slope of the x and y-axis. Now if slope positive, theta will be acute. अगर slope positive होगा तो ये theta acute angle होगा. If slope is negative, then theta will be obtuse. The slope of a line passing through the two given points. If you are given such a line passing through two given points, x1 by 1, x2 by 2, then how can we find the slope of that line? So it is equal to m equal to tan theta. The formula is by 2 minus by 1 upon x2 minus x1. Clear? The slope of parallel line. If you are given two parallel lines, then what is the relationship between their slopes? Their slopes are equal. m1 equal to m2. The slope of the perpendicular lines, the product of the slopes is equal to minus 1. If the lines are perpendicular, then you have to use this condition. If the lines are parallel, you have to use this condition. Now I come to the exercise 14b. First question, first part. You are given the inclination theta equal to 0 degree and we have to find the slope. So slope equal to tan 0 degree means 0 degree. Slope for second part, theta equal to 30 degree. Slope equal to tan 30 1 upon root 3. In the same way, third part, theta equal to 72 degree 30 minutes. Slope equal to tan 72 degree 30 minutes. This you can see from the table. See table. Then you can get the value. It is given at the end of your book. So it is coming 3.1716. Second question, you are given the slope. We have to find the inclination. Here m equal to tan theta and m equal to 0. 0 equal to tan theta, theta equal to 0 degree. Same way, root 3 equal to tan theta, theta equal to 60 degree. Clear? So in this way you can find the inclination if you are given the slope. Third question, first part, you are given 2 points and you are supposed to find the slope. M equal to by 2 minus by 1 upon x2 minus x1. So by 2 value is 2 minus by 1. By 1 is, first you write here, you are given 2 points. So you above these points you write the x1 by 1 here, same way x2 by 2 here. So that when you apply these values in the formula, you will commit no mistake. So m equal to by 2 minus by 1 upon x2 minus x1. This is the formula. Now we put the values. What is the value of by 2? It is 2. Then minus sign as such. Then what is the value of by 1? It is minus 3. So put over here. Then x2, it is 1. Then minus sign. X1 minus 2. Now solve it. Minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 upon 1 plus 2 equal to 5 upon 3. So this is your answer. In the same way, I tell you the third part. X1 by 1. Here you are given a comma minus b, and the second point is b comma minus a. So slope, we can find the slope by 2 minus by upon x2 minus x1. Now on putting the values of x1 by 1, x2 by 2, we get this step minus a minus minus b upon b minus a. It is equal to minus a plus b upon b minus a. On taking minus 1 common, we get here b minus a upon b minus a. Both terms are same, so you can cancel them. Only minus 1 is the answer. Clear?
Okay.
इसमें क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, find the slope of a line parallel to AB. You are given the A point here minus 2, 4 and B point is given 0, 6. Clear? So we have to find the slope of the line parallel to AB. You know that in case of parallel lines, the slopes are equal. You write in case of parallel lines, their slopes are equal. Clear? So we find the slope by using this formula. Here you write x1 by 1, x2 by 2. By 2 minus by 1, 6 minus 4, 0 minus 2. So it is coming 6 minus 4 2, 0 minus 1 plus 2. It is equal to 1. So this is your answer. Slope equal to 1. This is your answer. Now, second part you have to complete yourself. Now, fifth one part. We have to find the slope of the perpendicular line to AB. You are given that second part I tell you. A equal to 3 comma minus 2 and B is given minus 1 comma 2. In case of perpendicular lines, the product of their slopes is minus 1. So you can write m equal to slope of first line equal to 1 upon m2. m2 or m2 equal to minus 1 upon m1. We find the m1 from here. m1 but m1 equal to by 2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Put the value. First you write here x1 by 1, x2 by 2. By 2 minus by 1. 2 minus 2 upon x2 minus x1 minus 1 minus 2. 4 upon minus 4. So it is equal to minus 1. Therefore m2 equal to slope of perpendicular line. It is equal to minus 1 upon m1. Minus 1. So it is equal to 1. So this is your answer. In this way you can find the slope of the perpendicular line. Sixth question. A line passing through the given 2 points 0, 2 and other point is minus 3, minus 1. Then you are given a parallel line to the line passing through minus 1, 5 and 4, 8. Find its slope. Find its slope. Put them equal. Since lines are parallel, therefore apply m1 equal to m2. So this is the hint for question number 6. Now I come to question number 7. The line passing through this is perpendicular to the line this. In the same way you can do yourself. 7th question. Now I come to the 8th question. Without using distance formula, so that the point show the vertices of right angle triangle. You are given 3 points. A 4, minus 2, B minus 4, 4, C 10, 6, and we have to prove that these are the vertices of a right angle triangle. So we find their slopes because there will be 3 sides. One side is AB. Slope of AB you find. Slope of BC you find. And slope of AC you find. Then we can decide by using the condition m1 m2 equal to minus 1 So what is the slope of AB? 4 minus minus 2 upon minus 4 minus 4. It is 4 plus 2 6 upon minus 8 3 by 4. Now slope of BC 6 minus 4 10 minus minus plus 6 minus 4 2 or 10. 2 1 2 2 7 1 upon 7. So this is the slope of BC. Now find the slope of AC. AC 6 minus minus 2 and 10 minus 4. 6 minus 8 upon 6. It is equal to 4 by 3. So let us check whether their product is equal to minus 1 or not. So we take the line AB and AC. Slope of AB multiply slope of AC equal to minus 1. Put the value slope of AB. Slope of AB into slope of BC equal to minus 3 by 4 into 4 by 3. 3 3 get cancelled. So it is equal to minus 1. Hence this proves, therefore A, B and C are vertices of a right triangle. Right angle triangle. So this is your solution. Now next question. This is about the question number 9. Without using the distance from us, so that the point A, B, C, they are the vertices of a parallelogram. In parallelogram, I draw a figure here. Opposite sides are parallel. Find their slopes. स्टूडेंट आपको क्या करना है, चारों पॉइंट आपको दे रखे हैं. You are given all the 4 points. You have to find their slopes and then you decide the opposite sides are parallel because their slopes are same. Here you have given A, B, C, D. A 4,5. B is given 1,2. C is given 4,3. 7,6. So slope of this line M1 equal to M2. So that M1 equal to M2 and slope of this line M3 equal to M4 and M3 equal to M4. So in this way you could complete yourself. Now 10. In 10th question, hence find midpoint of the sides. Use formula x1 plus x2 upon 2 y1 and after finding the midpoint of all the 4 sides, you have to apply the same method as you did earlier in question number 9. Now I come to question number 11. So that the point P, Q and R are collinear. P point is given to us A B plus C, and Q point is given B C plus A. Then R point is given C A plus B. Clear? So we have to prove that these 3 points are collinear. So first we find the slope of PQ. C plus A minus by 2 minus by 1 upon x2 minus x1. A minus B upon minus A minus B. This get cancelled, it is equal to minus 1. Now we find the slope of QR. A plus B minus C minus A upon C minus B. Did this get cancelled? Again minus 1. Now slope of PR. A plus B minus B minus C cancelled upon C minus C. So again it is equal to minus 1. You see that all slopes have same magnitude, same value. So slope of PQ is minus 1, slope of QR is minus 1, slope of PR is minus 1. Therefore, you can say that points P, Q and R are collinear points. Now students, question number 12. In this question I give you the hint only because I hope if you have done earlier question by making clear in your mind, then you can do definitely these questions. Question number 12. The hint 12 slope equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x is the formula, and in the question you are given the slope by 3 by 4 and 2 points are given x2 by 1 x2 by 2. So putting all the values here, minus 11 minus 2 upon 8 minus x. Now by cross multiply you have to solve it yourself to find the value of x. Now 13. AB side is parallel to x axis, its slope is 0. जब भी कोई साइड या कोई लाइन x के पैरेलल होगा तो उसका स्लोप क्या होता है? 0. स्लोप ऑफ AC, क्योंकि ट्रायंगल बना हुआ है, आप देख रहे हैं इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल बना हुआ है फिगर में, और इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल के सारे जो एंगल्स होते हैं वो ऑल एंगल्स आर इक्वल, ईच एंगल 60 डिग्री. तो स्लोप ऑफ AC इन एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन tan 60 is equal to √3. Slope of BC, it is in clockwise direction, so we will mark here the minus sign. So minus tan 60 equal to minus √3. So it is clear. 14 you have to do it yourself. 15, in this question you have to find the altitude, slope of altitude of AB. So first we know that if the altitude means a line perpendicular to the given line. So both lines have the product of their slopes equal to minus 1. Because the lines are perpendicular, so the product of their slopes is equal to minus 1. Slope of AB into slope of CD is equal to minus 1. Slope of AB we can find because here we are given the A point and B point. So like this you can find, into slope of CD I take as M, which is equal to minus 1. On solving we get M equal to minus 4 upon 3. This is the final answer. Now second part of the same question, slope of median AD. We have to find the slope of median AD. Median, what is the meaning of median? A line which joins the vertex of any triangle to the midpoint of the base or to the midpoint of the opposite side. So here in this figure you see that a line AD is the median because A is the vertex and D is the midpoint of BC. So in median there is a speciality that it always joins at the midpoint. So we find the coordinate of the midpoint D, x1 plus x2 upon 2, y1 plus y2 upon 2. On solving we get minus 1 comma minus 5. Now we can very easily find the slope of AD because we know the midpoint D. 2 points are known to us. A 5 comma 4, D minus 1 comma minus 5. So we can now find the slope of AD. Minus 5 minus 4 minus 1 minus 5 it is equal to 3 by 2. So this is the answer. Now third part, slope of AC. We have to find the slope of AC. You see that we can very easily find the slope of AC, it is equal to 3. Now in the question we have to find that a line parallel to, we have to find the slope of the line parallel to the AC. So slope of line parallel to AC is also same because I already told you the condition. If lines are parallel then their slopes are also equal. So it is equal to 3. Now 16th question. If this question are given a rectangle ABCD and you know that in rectangle each angle is 90 degree. So lines are perpendicular to each other, sides are perpendicular to each other. Now slope of AB and slope of BC equal to minus 1 because lines are perpendicular. So we will apply that M1 M2 equal to minus 1. Slope of AB is same. I write the statement here into slope of BC given in the question 2 upon 3 equal to minus 1. The slope of AB equal to minus 3 by 2. So this is your answer. Now second we have to find the slope of AD slope. You see that AD and BC both are parallel. Opposite side are parallel in rectangle. So whatever slope the BC has, the same slope will AD have. I write the statement slope of AD equal to slope of BC. So it is equal to 2 by 3, 2 upon 3. So this is the answer. Now question number 17, you have to do it yourself, read the question and you just find the solution yourself and play your mind into considering the logic. Second part you have to do it yourself. In third part, because the points are given in the root form, that's why I explain you this third part. We first find the slope by 2 minus by 1 upon x2 minus x1. Root 3 minus 2 root 3 upon minus 2 minus 1. So root 3 minus 2 root 3 equal to minus root 3 minus 2 minus 1 इक्वल minus 3. रूट 3 से 3 कितनी बार कटेगा? रूट 3 टाइम्स कट जाएगा और माइनस से माइनस कट जाएगा 1 अपॉन रूट 3. अब मुझे ये बताओ tan थीटा में 1 अपॉन रूट 3 किस एंगल पे वैल्यू आती है? तो ये 30 डिग्री पे आती है. तो इसलिए जो इंक्लिनेशन है वो कितना हो जाएगा? 30 डिग्री. अब 18 19 जो क्वेश्चन है श्योर दैट यू हैव टू डू इट योरसेल्फ. यू जस्ट ट्राई योरसेल्फ. If you have any problem, later on you remind me. Question number 20. Do this question in graph paper. First you have to try yourself because you need the graph paper for doing this question. So I hope you can do it yourself because you have to mark the point. Then you join the vertices and the figures so obtained. You have to give the answer. 21 third part. Because first and second are also based on the same method. So you have to apply the same method for the first and second part. But third part little bit difficult, so that's why I take here the third part. PQRS, all the points are given, and we are also given in the question that PQ is parallel to RS. So what we do, we find the slope of PQ and slope of RS, and because they are parallel, so their slopes are equal. Slope of PQ equal to slope of RS. Now find the slope 11 minus minus 1 upon 6 minus 5. K square plus 4k upon 7 minus 6. 12 upon 1 equal to k square plus 4k upon 1. Therefore k square plus 4k minus 12 equal to 0. On cross multiplying. K square, now you have to factorize. K square plus 6k minus 2k minus 12 equal to 0. K is common. K plus 6 minus 2 is common. K plus 6. So we get the two values of k that which are 2, minus 6. These are the two values of k. In this way, you have to complete this part, third part, and other remaining two parts you have to complete yourself. Now, next topic is x-intercept and y-intercept. You see there the figure of line which is drawn in the x and y system, and the line cut the x-axis at point O. So this OA length is known as the x-intercept. And same line cut some length at y-axis also. So OB is called the y-intercept. This is your x-intercept, this is called y-intercept. Y-intercept is represented by C also. So the form is y equal to mx plus c. Slope intercept form of the line y equal to mx plus c. Now second form, point slope form, y minus y1 equal to mx minus x. What are these? These are the formulae which you have to apply to find the equation of the line, equation of the given line under given condition. So please make all the points clear. In which condition, which formula you have to use. What is the condition given in the question? According to that, you have to select the formula that you have to apply to find the equation of the line. If you are given the slope intercept, then you have to use y equal to mx plus c. If you are given 1 point slope, then you have to use y minus y1 equal to mx minus x1. If you are given 2 points in the question, line passing through the 2 points, then you have to use the third formula, y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 in bracket x1 and x2. So these are the formulae which are in your syllabus. You have to use whenever you want to find the equation of the line. Now exercise 14, see first question, you are given the y-intercept, that is c equal to 2 and m equal to 3 slope. So equation of line equal to y equal to mx plus c, y equal to 3x plus 2 according to this formula. Now same way, question number 2, c equal to minus 1, theta equal to 45 degree. If you are given the theta means inclination, we can find the slope of the line by using the m equal to tan theta, m equal to tan 45 degree, d equal to 1. So therefore equation of line is equal to 1 into x minus 1 equal to x minus 1. This is the answer. Now third question, you are given a slope and a point. So find the equation. Y minus y1 equal to minus 4 upon 3. This is the slope. A point x1 y1. So x1 here, y1 here. Now all solving we get 4x plus 3y equal to 0. Now fourth question, you are given the 5,4 point and slope of the line is 60 degree inclination. So we can find the slope and do 3. Now you have to solve it yourself. Fifth first part, 0, 1, x1 y1 is this point, 1, 2, x2 y2 is this point. We have to find the slope of the line y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1 equal to 1. Now we can very easily find the equation of the line by using this formula, y minus y equal to 1 into x minus 0, y minus 1 equal to x, x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. This is the answer. Question number 6, first part, we are given a 2 point P and Q, 2, 6, 3, 5. Right here x1 y1, x2 y2. Then first we find the gradient or slope. First part, gradient or slope equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, y minus 6 upon minus 3 minus 2 is equal to minus 1 upon minus 5 is equal to 1 upon 5. Equation of PQ, y minus 6 equal to 1 upon 5 into x minus 2. 5y minus 30 equal to x minus 2, x minus 5y equal to minus 28. If this line intersect at x-axis, then at that point y equal to 0. Now putting the y equal to 0 in this equation, then we get x equal to minus 28. So point is minus 28, 0. Seventh question, you have to try yourself. Now question number 8, this is the figure given in the book. So you can see, you can refer to the figure in the book also. You are given there are 2 lines in the figure, AB and CD. Both are passing through the common point 3, 4, P point, and both lines have the slope 60 degree and 45 degree respectively. So first we find the slope of AB, tan 45 equal to 1, slope of CD equal to tan 60 equal to root 3. Equation of AB, y minus 4 equal to m 1 into x minus 3. On solving we get this answer. The equation of CD you have to find yourself. Ninth, D the midpoint of BC. Find the quantity of the midpoint. 7 plus 1 upon 2, 8 minus 10 upon 2, it is 4 comma minus 1. Now we can find the equation of AD. Like this, I put the value in the formula. Now you solve yourself. Question number 10, you see there is a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. This angle is given 60 degree. The slope of AD is slope of BC. So both lines are parallel, so their slopes are same. We can find the slope of AD very easily. Tan 60 equal to root 3, so it is equal to the slope of BC. Equation of BC we can now find very easily because the point is given through which the BC is passing 7, 5. Y minus 5 equal to root 3 x minus 7. Y minus 5 root 3x minus 7 root 3. Your final answer. Now slope of CD equal to slope of x-axis. You see students, CD, it is parallel to the x-axis. So what is the slope of x-axis? It is 0. Is it clear? Slope of x-axis is 0. So therefore slope of CD is 0. The equation of CD equal to y minus 5 equal to m into x minus 7. M value 0 or putting the weight y equal to minus 5 equal to 0, y equal to 5. So this is the final answer of this question. You are given the equation of a line passing through 0, 0 at the point of intersection of the two given more lines. Two given more lines, x plus 2y equal to 7, x and y equal to 4. तो वो कह रहा है इनके पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन से, तो इसमें होता है कि आपको इनको साइमल्टेनियसली सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा, तब पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन आएगा. तो हमने इनको सॉल्व किया, देख रहे हैं आप, माइनस कर दिया, एक्स कर दिया, 3y equal to 3, y equal to 1, y equal to 1 यहाँ पे पुट कर दिया, एक्स की वैल्यू आ गई 5. पॉइंट आ गया आपका 0, 0. एक तो वो लाइन 0, 0 से पास हो रही, दूसरा 5, 1 से पास हो रही. तो हम 2 पॉइंट फॉर्मूला यूज करते हुए इसको निकाल लेंगे. 12th वाला देखिए, इसमें एक ट्रायंगल दे रखा है ABC 4, 7 minus 2, 3, 0, 1. सबसे पहले आपसे पूछा है डी मिड पॉइंट की कोऑर्डिनेट, तो आप मिड पॉइंट का फॉर्मूला लगा देंगे x1 प्लस x2 अपॉन 2 प्लस y1 प्लस y2 अपॉन 2, उससे हम निकाल लेंगे. जब मिड पॉइंट आ गया तो हम AD की इक्वेशन निकाल लेंगे बाय यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला. 13 सेम एज क्वेश्चन नंबर 12, बस उसमें परपेंडिकुलर है, तो उसमें आप देख लेंगे परपेंडिकुलर में कंडीशन क्या होती है, m1 m2 इक्वल टू -1. 14 वाला देखिए, फाइंड मिड पॉइंट. 14 वाले का हिंट है, आपको मिड पॉइंट फाइंड करना है 1, 4, 2, 3 का. उसके बाद में आपको 2 पॉइंट फॉर्म ऑफ द लाइन का फॉर्मूला यूज करना है, देन इक्वल सॉल्व. 15 का फर्स्ट पॉइंट 5, 0, 0, 3, तो आपको 2 पॉइंट दे रखे हैं, तो इक्वल, क्योंकि यूँ कह रहा है एक्स एक्सिस पे एक्स इंटरसेप्ट दिया है तो y 0 होगा, तो 5, 0. ये y इंटरसेप्ट का दे रखा है, तो y की वैल्यू होगी x 0 हो जाएगा. तो यूज दिस फॉर्मूला टू फाइंड द इक्वेशन. 16 पॉइंट इज गिवन 6, 0 m इक्वल टू -5/6. इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन अगेन यू हैव टू फाइंड योरसेल्फ. 17 2 पॉइंट्स आर गिवन, find the equation, so you can do it yourself. 18 again the same, use the 2 point form of the line. 19 look at the figure, I draw at the blackboard. These are two lines which are making equal angle with the axis, so we have to find their equations. This line I take as L1, this line I take as L2. L2 here, L2 I just show separately so that it will be more clear to you. L2 का इक्वेशन ऑफ L1 m इक्वल टू, पहले इसका स्लोप भी निकालना है, -10 45 इक्वल टू -1, y -0 इक्वल टू -1 x प्लस 2. On solving we get x plus y equal to -2. इक्वेशन ऑफ L2 स्लोप इज 10 45 डिग्री इट इज इक्वल टू 1. अब स्टूडेंट जो L1 का स्लोप है वो नेगेटिव क्या होगा, क्योंकि आप इधर से मेजर करोगे इसको एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में, तो ये एंगल ग्रेटर आएगा, 135 डिग्री आएगा, तो इसलिए हम इसको नेगेटिव साइड से 45 ले लेंगे. सेम वे L2 इज ऑलरेडी पॉजिटिव स्लोप, सो यू फाइंड द इक्वेशन. 20 Slope of line PQ tan 40y equal to 1. Equation of the line y minus 3 equal to 1 into x minus 5. Now you solve it. Similarly, we have to find the coordinate of Q. Q is the point which lies on the y-axis. At y-axis x equal to 0, putting in the equation, then we get the answer Q at 0, -2. So this is your answer.